Hey, what's up, y'all? This is ChurchofCaboose, and for today's Destiny video, I'm just pissed. I'm real mad, really mad. So this season of The Worthy has been the season of error codes, and so that's what we're going to be talking about in this particular video. And there seems to be a very small select population of Destiny 2 players that are told, well, guess you should just use crossplay and buy yourself a PC. So that's what we're going to kind of be talking about, is explain to you guys what I'm talking about, what's going on with this small group of, I guess, players, and in hopes that you guys maybe share this, comment, do whatever, so that way maybe Bungie decides to get their thumbs out of their bums and start doing something. So speaking of thumbs in their bums, I have many viewers that might be some former elementary school students or middle school students I used to work with, as well as maybe parents that had asked me, like, hey, is your stuff cool for my kid to watch? And I almost never ever swear in these videos. I try really hard not to, and I just want to give you guys a heads up. I'm going to try very hard to keep things like make up words and to not use swear words, but I'm also very mad, and some of these things I feel like with the gravity of what I'm trying to express, with how some of us are just getting ignored in these problems and this pandemic time, that you guys might want to watch this first just to be sure, and then decide from there if your kids will want to watch it. I doubt your kids will want to watch this because I can't imagine they care too much about error codes, but I just wanted to give you guys that heads up for just in case you fall in that category. And as always, if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you like. I really hope you guys give me lots of interaction and share this video, put it on the forums, whatever, because as we'll get into it, Bungie does not seem to care that much at all that we are experiencing this problem, because we are, quote, a small number of people going through this, and they said that twice in a screenshot that I will be showing you guys before too long. Ugh, Destiny 2 drama in this quarantine time. Alright, so what is going on? Alright, well, there is this error. I know we are like, error? We are used to those because it's the season of the errors. But no, there's this error that they call Watercress. And I do not know why they call it Watercress, because within that whole label they assign to this error, they make you think it's your internet's problem, when in all actuality it's the software or a problem within their servers that is going on, and it's nothing to do with your own internet or your own console. And that is what's really actually ticking me off about a lot of this. And before anyone wants to be like, but church, it's a pandemic, people can't do stuff at work, I get that. However, I happen to come from a family full of computer geniuses on my in-laws and my blood side, familiar nuclear family side, whatever, like dudes with master's degrees and contracts with defense organizations, like to do computer stuff. And they all were like, yeah, this is a software issue, really shouldn't be that hard to fix. So that is further proof, beyond the screenshots and everything and digging through what I'll be telling you guys about, that Bungie just flat out does not care about this issue, and they've known this issue's been going on for a while. It just all of a sudden happened to really affect me. Some people have not been able to play Destiny since the season of The Worthy came out, and then others I saw are now on 2 weeks where they can't touch it, and I'm on my first day. So I guess woo is me, but I'm trying to help everyone out, and so hopefully they all see this and share this. And come on, Bungie. Alright, so what's going on? So when season of The Worthy came out, I had, all those same error issues, things like that, but I had errors that would crash my game. Specifically, whenever I would get that Newt error, so that error that kicks you out of matchmaking and says they couldn't find a lobby, which is hilarious when you're trying to go to orbit. Like, for fraction's sake, Bungie, can't find a lobby in orbit. I would have my game crash. Like, it would freeze, I can't do anything, the only option was to reset my game. And then half the time I would have to either multiple times reset my game in an effort to try and get back in, or reset my Xbox, or if it persists long enough, I would hard reset my Xbox, I would turn off internet and the modems and do all that goodness, and then keep on trying. And this whole system of efforts and trying to get everything to work, these like cycles of nonsense would persist for hours. And like, for example, out of a 2-hour gaming session, I could spend as much as 35 to 45 minutes trying to just play the dang game. And as time progressed through Season of the Worthy, up to now, it slowly would become more even. So out of 2 hours, I might spend an hour trying to reset the game. And today, out of the 3 hours I tried to play, I gave up after 2 hours of trying to get this crap to work, and we're going to get more on into this. So then I was like, well, that's weird. Maybe it's my Xbox. This was a couple weeks ago. And around the time of, this is like a week before the IO Bunker released. So I was like, hey, honey, what do you think? My Xbox is like 8 years old. It's the original Xbox One. Like, it was one of the first ones made. Do you think maybe it's just the hardware? Like, technology wears out. I play Xbox quite a bit. We use it all the time for Hulu. Maybe my system's just shot. And she's like, sure. So then we spent $160 to get another Xbox, and my shit still doesn't work. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there's a swear word. I warned you. My stuff still didn't work. And I was like, what the heck? So it comes to find out through this whole thing, I might as well have just wasted $150 because my wife's account works just fine on any of the Xboxes. I don't know why we didn't think about having her try this out beforehand, but her account works just fine. If she plays on my Xbox, it works. If she plays on her Xbox, it works. We haven't tried the brand old one yet because we're like, that's like whatever. Like we have, like that's just an old one now. We'll donate to a school or something. And so like her account works fine on whatever Xbox she plays on. If I play on her Xbox, my stuff still doesn't work. So, like, it's obviously not an internet issue. It's not a hardware issue, like some problem with my Xbox. It's just some weird-ass thing with Bungie and perhaps Xbox that is making it where my account does not work. My wife wanted to joke around because she's like, you're reporting too many people for internet connection issues and trials. Haha. It's like someone must have hacked you. But then, no, that's not how it works. So, like, that's been kind of our progression. Then today, as I am recording, my stuff completely shut down. Well, in the past, what would usually happen was when I would reload into a game and I select a character, I had what felt like a 50-50 shot of being able to load in. Half the time I'd have a black screen, like I could hear all the background music, I could hear, like if I was selecting my character, I could hear that little like sound that comes when you select the character or when you select directory. I could hear that stuff, I just couldn't see any of it. And then today, it all stopped working. Like, I couldn't log back in. Like, I would select the character, black screen. Select the character, black screen. Reset internet, reset Xbox. Select the character, black screen. Nothing. So I started digging through the internet, posting on Reddit, trying to find answers, being like, hey, has anyone had problems? Which leads me to my other thing. The Bungie help and DMG apparently suck at responding to people. I have been for a couple of weeks, every once in a while, I'd be like, hey, at DMG, at Bungie help, I'm having these issues. Like, how can I report them so you guys are aware of this? Or like, what should I try to do? Then I was like digging through forums. None of their stuff was helping there, and I never heard back from them. So then today I was like, you know what? Screw it. I still added all of them again on Twitter. I posted multiple times on different forums with different hashtags to abide by their rules and everything. And I put up a Reddit post. In the Reddit post, I had a guy tell me, he's like, oh, hey, I know the name for your error, because when I was getting these black screens, I couldn't see anything, so I had no idea what the error was. He's like, hey, it's called Watercress. He's like, it's got nothing to do with your internet, but that's what it's called. It's called Watercress. And so like, I looked it up, and I found all kinds of gold on the forums, where Bungie is apparently full aware of what is going on. People have been having this exact issue for weeks. I saw one post where a guy said, I haven't been able to play Destiny at all for 2 weeks. So, but, I guess since you're not making any money off of Eververse, or you're not losing money, rather, off of Eververse, why would you want to fix this up? Here, you know what? I want to put a picture of that for you guys up here real quick. So here you go. Mad White 1 of 1 posted, I'm just going to put this out there. If Watercress was affecting people's ability to buy stuff from Bungie through the store, I'll bet any part of my anatomy, I imagine that'd be his dill pickle, this would have been resolved like 10 days ago. The sad thing is, he's not wrong. Bungie has shown time and time again they will do stuff to make sure Eververse is right. But apparently, when it comes to this group of people, we're going to show you that screenshot. It took too long of Bungie's response to somebody else on the forum. Like, they're just going to take their sweet mother-loving time. Apparently, this whole thing's been going on since the beginning of Season of the Worthy. I have found people being like, yeah, I've been able to play like at all really since the new seasons come out. And that is horrible. Horrible during this time of quarantine, but we're going to get more into that. I just want to show you guys like the stuff they're saying and then like why it gets me mad. I'm trying real hard to get better at staying on topic. I have an ADD brain, so I hop around a whole lot, and to me it makes sense. And so things that have a lot of stuff happening like in the game, like the Garden of Salvation boss fight are easy. So I'm trying real hard to make sure I keep stuff in order. So let me just show you the couple of screenshots I got left. Then I'll kind of talk to them about why they tick me off, and we'll try to conclude from there. So Bungie has had a response about what is going on, and they're telling us exactly who it affects, and I guess what they seem is as their high priority or whatever. And I want to show you guys just like the response one person had when he was like sharing this whole post that Bungie had sent to him, and because I think the whole thing is gold and is a good fire to my wood for my fire about why they're just saying screw you guys, we don't care, you're not important enough. Here is a screenshot from Bungie Help. Hi there. We are actively looking into the issue, but don't currently have a resolution. This is in reference to Watercress, and like the whole black screen when you pick a character. We know it's a result of having too many player sessions opened. This basically means that when you quit Destiny 2, your session for that time played should go away, but this doesn't happen for a small number of players on an Xbox. Unfortunately, the only current resolution is to play your account on another platform with cross-save. I would like to point out that they mentioned it's on Xbox and a small number. I'm going to show you guys a quick screenshot of another post that was shared that I found on the forums. So here's a screenshot in the response to that post that the guy sent out. So this one forum poster, I'm going to make sure that we all know, obviously Bungie doesn't care. He highlighted that they did, and it shows that they mentioned that only a small number of players twice in that first paragraph. You see that at the beginning that Bungie says, you know that only a small number of players on the Xbox console are experiencing the issue. Then again at the bottom saying that only a small number for players on Xbox. Then this particular poster goes on to say, and he can say it's one of their top issues, quotes, but they devoted pages to trial zoots and emblems last TWAB, that is this week at Bungie. They do an article every week. There is one line about how they're investigating a bunch of errors, and Watercress was at the end of that list. This problem has been reported since the beginning of the season, and it took Bungie weeks to acknowledge that it exists. Now, I want to know, why is this problem being left alone? We are having public posts where we can see Bungie is just like, it's only a small number on a specific console. Which, again, I don't know how many people play Destiny on Xbox. I'm sure there's a way I could figure it out. I just don't feel like it. So we could have anywhere from tens to thousands of people that are having this issue where they just cannot play. We also know there's this Watercress issue, which isn't even the issue Bungie is saying it is. Or Bungie is saying Watercress is an internet issue and you should reset your modem and do things like hold X on the turning on or off button for your Xbox for 15 seconds and unplug your power for 5 minutes, and then I'll do it. It has nothing to do with that. It's all account based, and so that means it is a software issue. They need to get on this stuff right away. People are trying to be like, well, it's a pandemic, people are working from home. I know that, I get it, things will take a little bit of time, but how long has the season of the Worthy been going on? It's been at least 5 weeks, right? Because it's been 2 weeks from when we got the EDZ bunker, then we've got 2 weeks where we had the moon bunker, and we're kicking off our 5th week. So we've had at least, I guess it's at least 4 weeks where this issue has been an issue, and they're not doing jack squat as far as we can tell to talk about it. Let me show you guys another screenshot about what Bungie's solution is for how we should fix this problem. So here's the proposed solution, quote unquote, from Bungie. Alright, so you see there in that first paragraph is basically the same as before. We know it's a result of having too many player sessions open, yada yada yada, but this doesn't happen for a small number of players on Xbox. So look at that. Then once again, in a separate post saying a small number. So they're really emphasizing hey, it's not that big a deal and not many people have it. We know what their solution is. Unfortunately, the only current resolution is to play your account on another platform with cross-save. What? Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have buckets of money sitting around where I can just oh yeah, I want to buy myself a PC and that whole setup, or get a PS4 and try to figure out whatever their online system is, and then on top of that have to rebuy the game. Because from what I've been able to see around the forums, that is what you would have to do. I've been seeing people talk about hey, what you would have to do is, if you happen to have a PC around, you just buy Destiny again. If you happen to have a PS4 around, buy Destiny again. Or you can buy both. Either get a PC and Destiny or a PS4 and Destiny. Who's got that kind of money? So many people just don't have work. not everyone is getting paid. Either you're getting that stimulus check, or maybe you're getting unemployment, or some kind of a combination of the two, but it ain't adding up to what you were used to getting. Like, folks aren't able to pay for that, so it's just ridiculous. They're like, well, I guess you could just use. You know what? I would also like to put out there. How many people do you think that had the option of crossplay didn't think to try that out? Like, I know if I had a PC or like something besides my Xbox, I'd been like, I wonder if this works on something else before being all pissed off and trying. Like, how dumb do they think we are? Like, most people probably would have checked it out. I'm sure they're just trying to be helpful and just doing their best to be like, well, this is an option, I guess. But all that does is tick me off even more, because they're just showing like, well, I guess you guys could just. And then we're gonna have people that are like, well, I mean, you could do other stuff. Like what? We're all stuck in our houses. I basically get weird looks for trying to go outside and do walks and go on runs. Like, I guess I'll play on my wife's account, I suppose, or maybe give like Call of Duty a fair shake. But like, I supported Destiny for years through all of their absolute crap. Like, remember that not Warmind, but the Osiris expansion? That was complete garbage. Remember all the other stuff that's been really terrible about Destiny and the recent... I put up with all that, and I tried real hard just to enjoy the game because I enjoyed the game and to still play. Why are we now getting shafted and getting something that is now into the 5th week of not having a solution? And you could be like, but church, it's a pandemic, they're all gone. As I said before, from people that are like master degree certified in the computer profession for like decades, this is an easy problem to fix from home. I'm not saying the problem itself is easy to fix. I am saying it's not hard to fix and work on this from home. So like the whole we can't go to the office thing, from the people I have talked to that I would say are probably at least moderate experts in their computer fields, are like, no, like there's really not much of an excuse for not being like, I can't work on it because I'm at home, because it's a software issue. So they gotta figure their trash out and make it where you can play. And you can, like this is quarantine. If companies want to build their names and be like, yeah, like we are great, we were there for you during COVID, then your shit has to work. Like if like Bungie could use a whole selling point of like, yeah, we had some issues, we fixed everything because we wanted to make it an absolute like success. Like you guys, like we were with you guys, we want to make sure you guys are all good and enjoying and being able to get through this like that quarantine COVID-19 business as best as possible. So like you guys should keep like doing things with us. Like, no, at this point, like why would I? I've been hanging on to Destiny for so long. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna quit the channel. I'm just really mad right now, and I just feel like my business and like my, I guess, desire to feed into like the whole Bungie world and trying to do my stuff to support them or whatever, just flat out doesn't matter to them. That is, I guess, my main takeaway of what I'm getting and what I'm trying to tell you guys. I feel like Bungie's saying, "Frotch you, we don't care about you guys. We're going to just do our own little thing." Because you know what? Most people are A-okay. So, like, we'll take our sweet little time and lick our tits. Like that South Park guy, you know, that cable guy where, like, he rubs his nipples and, like, oh, that really hurts, doesn't it? Like, you know, when people are talking about their cable issues, that's what I feel like Bungie is doing to us. It's like, oh, that must really hurt. I have to get the man. But we're the only one in town. You know, that whole episode thing? Like, God, it's it. Alright, I'm just getting rambling and getting annoying. The main thing I want to try to put in here, guys, is I'm really trying to get awareness to where maybe Bungie's like, you know what, maybe we should get our thumbs out of our bums and actually get and fix this thing. I know you guys, most of you, if you are watching, probably aren't on Xbox, and if you are on Xbox, there's probably a good chance this problem doesn't affect you. But maybe you could do us all a favor. We're all in the time right now where we're staying at home and doing things for the greater good, right? Like, I myself, and I'm sure many people that play Destiny, fall into the category of folks that are young and are low risk of having any serious injuries or issues with COVID. But we're all still doing our best to stay at home because we are like, you know what, we don't want to contribute to other people having to go to a hospital and stuff. So maybe you guys can help us out that are suffering on Xbox by spreading this and being like, hey, Bungie, fix their crap. Hell, like, I don't know. It's just kind of a plea for help. My main inspiration for doing this was that with how much Bungie is emphasizing how few people are dealing with this issue, that maybe if we can get enough people to be like, hey, Bungie, fix your crap, go for it. Like, they put all kinds of effort into trials. Like, they keep screwing it up where you, like, don't get your rewards. Like, this last weekend, you had to wait till the next week to get rewards for I'm not sure how many, but at least for some people. So like, maybe we can all work together and help those of us out there on Xbox. I apologize for having to use old footage, but as I've already been explaining, I clearly don't have the ability to use new footage because I can't create anything, and so I just had to use something that I already had on Twitch and had saved to this particular account. Alright guys, I appreciate you all so much for watching and for listening to my rant. I know this is kind of contributing to some drama, but this just really stings, y'all. Like, I don't feel like I have a whole lot of stuff I can do. Some people are trying to be like, well, you could learn coding and like all this other stuff. I'm like, you know what? You're not necessarily wrong, but you also have to have like an interest in doing this like other stuff. I could also just, take some free Harvard classes, but like, if you don't care about it, like, why would you take it? So, like, same kind of a deal here. So, like, I'm trying so hard now to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I'm dreading that I have to now do Call of Duty stuff, so you might see some Call of Duty content coming in the near future, because I do really enjoy creating videos, and I was really looking forward to being able to do more of that during this whole time, and there's just a whole lot of sting with this whole thing. But the point is, share this video. Join us in the cause for getting Bungie to get their thumbs out of their bums. I am ChurchofCaboose. Have a great week and happy grinding, y'all.